Well, hello there, Lorna, and welcome everybody to the video today. Where are we today, Lorna?
We are at Ramster Gardens,
Yeah.
which is in West Sussex, and it's very near Petworth, and we always drive past it, and I've always thought it'd be lovely to come, and today is the day.
Okay.
I'm liking it already.
Yeah.
It feels very much that we're out in the countryside. It feels very natural. It's looking like this bit's getting a little bit formal at the entrance, but yeah, it feels very nice.
Yeah. Well, Ramster's known for its planting of magnolias, rhododendrons, camellias, for that really early, impressive flower display. So we've not been here before, so we're walking into it now, and we see.
You see, we're here in spring.
Yeah,
so
there's a little bit of a garden display on the left hand side. I do like the trained whatever tree that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's it's lovely, isn't it?
Is that bleached lime?
I think it could well be. I mean, that's. I wonder how old this is. It's lovely, isn't it?
It's quite an established trunk on that.
Yeah, they've done that really well. I mean, that's just lovely. I like that. They're kind of like a formal area, isn't it?
Yeah, and do you know what?
Lots of bulbs.
I don't like it, and shall I tell you why I don't like
You
it?
didn't like it.
Because it's been really cheaply done with breeze blocks painted and
I think these are plastic
cheap.
pots.
No, plastic pots and decking, which I'm not a fan of decking.
It looks like it would have in someone's garden, which I know, it's just not good enough quality. Maybe.
No, it's more like it's more like a suburban
like
landscaping.
A pub garden or a hotel garden.
Yes.
It's like a hotel garden, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not done to high enough standard for a public garden. You know,
you're paying good money to come in.
Slippery decking. That's not good, is it?
Yeah, that's not good. But I mean, I've got some Italian. Feel like Hever Castle, feel all that Castor went over and just brought it all back.
Is
Some mossy, it looks like a sort of. Looks like they had an idea here, and it's not quite.
a lost
genuine.
city.
Yeah, I mean, look, the mossy ones. I don't know what's going
Painted
on.
breeze blocks. Well, the planting isn't very good.
No.
The execution isn't very good.
I mean, on the plus side, the bulbs are all starting to come out.
Yeah.
I see the tulips starting to come out in the next few weeks. Oh, this is lovely.
That's actually nice.
This reminds me a bit like Great Dixter, where you're borrowing a view on. That's obviously
Gorgeous, that
I think they
tree
have a
there.
wedding venue here, so it's Ramster Hall. So that's obviously where the main thing's at. That's the wedding venue, and this is beautiful countryside, isn't it?
Yeah, look at me.
So this isn't part of the. I don't think that's part of the. That's more part of the wedding venue, but this is. Yes, this is what you're paying your money for. This is lovely, isn't it?
Well, the house is very attractive.
Yeah.
The branch work on that, which I assume is like a weeping cherry there. I mean, there's one over there that's in flower.
Yeah.
That framework is absolutely gorgeous.
That's lovely.
But I do like that.
Yeah.
But this, it's not nice to sort of have a go at a garden like this. It is a pub. You put a pub garden in your public garden.
Maybe it's this. The greenhouse. Yeah. Is that
There's sago palm in there. Yes. I do like a sago palm, and they're not hardy. You can't keep them indoors. Sorry, you can't keep them outside over winter. You will damage them. They will take quite low temperatures.
I
but
just bought you one.
You have done.
Yeah. I'll wait to see if we can keep that going. I mean, we've got some pines. We keep on about pines lately. We're hankering after a pine, and in the car park,
It's like eucalyptus up
there's
there.
some gorgeous pine trees that are absolutely lovely. We really like those. That Mediterranean feel, wasn't it? Some really big established trees here. I just think they're the draw rather than this formal bit. But let's go and have a look at the rest of the garden. This is one tiny section. Hello, honey. What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to sit on arguably the world's longest dragon bench.
This is very dragony. Look at this.
Feature. It's a really lovely feature.
I mean, this is just the bench that just keeps giving, and there's a little tail there. Look at that. I think that looks fabulous, honey. Yeah. Well done, you.
Well done me for sitting down.
Come on then. Where should we go?
Go high.
Go high.
What I'm hoping to find, oh, I've forgotten the name of it. There's a rhododendron with a really, really big leaf. You know, the leaves on it like this, and
Grandiflora. It was worth a pitch.
Sino Grandi.
Sino Grandi.
Yeah, Rhododendron Sino Grandi, one of my absolute favourites, just because it's so big, and I would expect to see one here. Why wouldn't you
But
see
it
one
probably
here?
is. I mean, you could always look at the map.
You've got to keep your boggly eyes open.
Yeah, I reckon they've got a whole list of plants on there. Let's have a look. Anyway, he's got boggly eyes.
No.
Oh, this is looking cool. The spines on this, look.
That is nice. And isn't it? Again,
Oh, it's
they
like
are
a
doing
rhino
this well. They are
tree. Look
getting-
at
they
this.
are getting it labelled.
And this is. Didn't we see some of these in Valencia? Or no, it's not the same, is it?
Again, it's another plant I've never heard of before.
Wow,
Calopanax pictus, the castor oil tree.
it's amazing. I don't think I've seen it. It reminds me of some of the other ones, the big bottle ones in Valencia with the spines. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
In due course.
Yes,
That's the
but these, there's like a massive rose thorns, aren't they? I mean, you're not going to get any monkeys climbing that, are you?
No, and it's castor oil tree, not the castor oil plant.
No,
Ricinus
which is-
communis.
Yes.
So a different plant.
Yes,
never
completely
heard of it.
different. Oh, it's lovely.
Let's bring a horticulturist who doesn't know any names.
Yeah, that's me.
Plants.
Yeah, they cleared some areas out, which is what you need to do in a garden like this. I mean, obviously a lot of these trees got planted 150 years ago, and
Yeah.
they grew. And so, you know, they squash each other out, and you need to clear areas like this, and you need to have rejuvenation. Otherwise, what's going to happen in 50 years' time? All the trees are going to die at the same time, and you're left with nothing. So you have succession planting, you have planning, you have to have your walkways through it, and obviously you have to manage things for health and safety and in decline.
This walkway is.
Yeah, it's just it's a little bit muddy there,
So come in there.
so we'll come around here. But yeah, you know, it's really hard because obviously it's a very mature garden, and you don't want to destroy the magic of it. So you have to do it in little patches, like what they've done. You know, so the little young trees coming in, and you start to take the older ones out, and I think they're doing great. It still feels very, very lovely in here, but I can see all the new planting that they've put in, which is exactly what you know, these for example, exactly what you need to do. So you've got younger planting going in, or mahonias there. Thinking of the future. Antswood.
That's interesting.
Oh, is that Gunnera?
Here, I think it is.
It looks like Gunnera stumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gunnera manicata, giant ornamental rhubarb. You can see now we're into spring. It has been a
Yeah.
late spring.
Oh, there is. I can see a little leaf
Yeah,
coming up.
Leaves coming up. You know,
Ah.
and you just about to see because it has rotted a bit. but
Yeah.
You can see where the old leaves were piled.
Oh,
on
it goes
top
all
of
the way
it.
out there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now you think that look, there's a tree fern. Can you see a tree fern stump? That is
Yes.
dead. We could have a walk around there and have a look. Let's go around.
It's nice that they've got a little walkway through this, isn't it? I think we can go up through there.
Oh, we're totally doing that.
Yeah. Like an adventure. Like an adventure, honey. An adventure when he falls over in the mud.
Fine.
Look at this. I do like a little secret pathway that cuts through the garden. I mean, this must be great when that gunner is out.
No, we're going to be going to Arundel Castle.
Yes.
So, and one of the things that I like at Arundel Castle is they have quite a large stumpery. Stumperies first brought into England in the 1800s. I can't remember where. I can look it up. And we have.
And exactly what they say on the
a
tin.
stump.
It's a load of stumps in a garden,
Yeah.
which they plant up with ferns, etc. But
King Charles.
very
put a
much
stump.
a Victorian fashion because he did it. Everyone wanted to cash in on that, and that's what they did. I'm sorry, but just over your shoulder is one of the tallest trees I've seen
Right.
around here. I mean, that is massive. There's two. There's another one right next to it. Oh my goodness! So these are amazing.
Stumpery. I'm going to tell
Anyway.
you my stumpery story.
Got a stumpery story.
When King Charles III was Prince Charles. He created a stumpery, I believe, at Highgrove, and when he put it all in place, his dad, the Duke of Edinburgh, came over and went, "Are you creating a bonfire, son?" No, it was his.
Oh.
Okay, maybe the story's not so good when I say it out loud, but Charles did one. It looked great. Father thought it was a lot of crap, wanted to set fire to it, but stumpery is very English. Don't see them very often.
No.
Quite rare, really.
Yeah.
And we have a stump. So well done for engaging in the
Does a stump
fashion for
equal a
stumpery.
stumpery?
What
Perhaps.
another one. So the two is two a stumpery.
I don't know. It just looks like maybe they've just cut a row of trees down,
It's a nice
sweetheart.
runners. I do like these.
Right, let's go and float down the gardens.
Goodness.
This banister is made of sticks. This really isn't. This isn't good. Like a wobbly stick banister. But do you know what? I am having fun. I like the circular paths. It's quite sweet, isn't it?
This
Chicken wire. Yes, it did a lot of this in National Trust, and it just gives it that grip, doesn't it? It does need it. It's nice.
Slow flowing stream.
Little brook, yeah, or stream. It looks lovely, doesn't it? But no, I bet this is lovely walking through when these are massive. I mean, it just feels like
I
a
agree,
lost garden, doesn't it?
If I did fall over and lean, I would be straight over that.
Yeah, that's not really doing anything, is it? I'm probably just keeping the plant leaves off you.
Yeah, if you're going to put a handrail in, that needs to be. That needs to work.
Yeah. Surprised I haven't been sued, but yeah, I'm doing
There's a tree
alright.
fern I saw. Or it's it's up there.
No, it's up there. It's just coming round the
Let's go
corner.
round.
Let's go round. Oh, I'm liking this. This is lovely. It has been very cold this winter. Doesn't look like it's been too protected, does it?
This is a really tiny crown.
Yeah. It's not a...
See this really tiny crown? This is last year's growth here. You see how it's all sort of like come in.
Yeah.
The trouble is when you have these isolated out in the garden, you don't have good access to put some water in it, put some fertiliser in it.
To be fair, access to water.
I know, but some would actually have to
Pond
come up
there.
here and put it on the top here. And I love the little bridge of protection and that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is, yeah, it might look like a bird's nested in it, but you can see the way it's tapering in. It's just been in decline over those years.
You need to manage your tree ferns. They need loads of water, a lot of feeding if you want them to look like a decent specimen. I've spoken to you about this in several videos, and this is a good example of how not to maintain a tree farm. Bless this little size. But that could be brought back. Could be brought back. But unless you're on it, it's not going to happen. So we've come a little bit further into the garden, and we've seen these absolutely huge established conifers here.
Sequoias.
Quite possibly we can go and have a little look. In fact, it says main path over there.
That sounds like the way we need to go.
Yeah. So this would suggest that this was planted up around the end of the Victorian, beginning of the Edwardian
And these trees are in
period.
their prime, aren't they? Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Exactly how they...
Well, this was during that time period I just mentioned. That was when the plant hunters were bringing stock back from the Americas. Oh, look at that!
This. Oh, this is lovely. I want a picture. And this is a Rhododendron giganticum, Wellingtonia.
And what's one of the features of this tree?
Squishy bark.
Squishy bark. Go and punch it. Not with your fence. Not with the wedding ring.
With a diamond ring.
Soft bark.
It's very hollow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Is that fire retardant?
yeah, it is. That's exactly
isn't
it.
it?
Fire retardancy.
Fire retardancy. So that when obviously the forest fires come in and they burn everything down, it still survives. And out in the seeds, you know, as soon as that goes through, the ash sort of fertilises the ground, and the seeds have somewhere to germinate, and then it's amazing what comes through.
Yeah,
just a year
rejuvenates
after,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So regeneration, isn't it? Natural regeneration. But this is lovely.
Yeah. So your old Wellingtonia.
Yeah.
Look at that, absolutely huge.
I see that's another one.
I wouldn't say that I'm an expert on these sort of Himalayan ericaceous woodland kind of gardens, but it seems to me that on any given day you're probably only looking at about 20-30% of things in flower, which would stay the same over a period of a couple of months. So you always have that feeling that you're going to see this incredible display of flower. And then you get to these places, and it's not just this place, it's also Wisley, it's also Himalayan Gardens and the Seven Oaks, where most of it's not in flower. So you're walking around, and I mean, what do you think of, now we've been round, let's say it's our first time we've been here, what do you think of the gardens overall?
I thought they were going to be more formal. I think when we started off, you know, it was, even though it looked very much like a hotel though, but it's very formal, and I thought there was going to be more of that, and it's become very much a camellia walk, a woodland walk, Himalayan garden.
It's very loose, isn't it?
But it's lovely. I mean, it's scenery behind it. I mean, it's the vistas beyond it which are stunning. But unfortunately, every time we go down a path that's interesting, it's got a no entry sign. So it's obviously part of the wider estate. But you're not allowed to go there as part of the gardens. But it is beautiful. The borrowed landscape is stunning. It just feels a bit odd. I mean, at least they're replanting. The path network's not very good. But it's something a bit different. I'd like her to see a formal garden as well. I like the formality and the informality. But yeah, it's okay. I'm just surprised by sort of level of safety on guardrails and banisters and things. So I just, you know, slippery decking. It can very rustic, I suppose, which is kind of refreshing. I mean, it doesn't all need to be sanitised like the RHS or National Trust, but yeah, I suppose it accommodates the visitors it is, and it just shows it's a private garden.
Yeah.
So
it does feel
like a private garden.
Yeah, it does feel like a private garden. It feels quite loose, the planting. I haven't seen my favourite rhododendron, which is Sino Grandi. I absolutely love that plant, but maybe it's here, we just haven't seen it yet. Yeah. I don't like the paths. I don't like these slippery, wet paths. They're a danger. I've slipped multiple times already so far. You know, and older people, you're asking for an accident. You know, if you're going to invest, I'd invest in the paths before. And those handrails, the wobbly handrails.
But these gardens aren't open all year round. So these are something that's open, I think, about 3 or 4 months of the year. So they obviously know during spring when most of their trees and shrubs are in flower, and then maybe a little bit in the summer. So it is very much a private garden that's opened, but still, you know, paying your pounds to come in. So yeah.
So to conclude, Lorna, would you come back to Ramster Gardens?
Yes, but probably not in a hurry. Maybe on the way through to Petworth, just down the road. It is lovely to sit here and contemplate, but is there anything particularly would draw me back? Possibly the Gunnerers. I think that would be quite nice.
Yeah, that would be impressive.
That'd be nice to see them. Not really.
No. Okay. Well, thank you for your walk around Ramster Gardens. And we'll see you in the next garden. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.